Breaking news. What's going on, everybody? As y'all can see by the title of this video, it is Jinbe's turn for the What If series, where I talk about the Straw Hat Pirates who currently don't have devil fruits. And I have a discussion video where we just talk about what potential devil fruit would suit them best if they were to get a devil fruit at any point in time during their journey. Now, Jinbe is something special because the last time we saw Jinbe, he was facing off with Big Mom and the Big Mom Pirates. So currently he's not with the crew, but we do know that he is a part of the crew, so he is going to get a video just like all the other Straw Hat Pirates that we have seen thus far get a video in this series. Now, I did not want to have to give Jinbe a devil fruit because as a fish man, swimming is kind of his shit, and where he's from, it's kind of important that he does maintain that ability to swim. But with this video, we really don't have a choice. So when I was looking at devil fruits to give Jinbe, I was like, okay, well, if he's gonna lose his ability to swim, then he's gonna need another ability to make up for that mobility. He's gonna need another devil fruit to make up for that mobility that he's gonna lose. That's when I came across one devil fruit in particular that I was like, this would be very beneficial for Jinbe, not only for mobility but also as his role on the Straw Hat Pirate crew. We know that when he joined during the Whole Cake Island arc, he was named the helmsman of the crew, which means he's all about steering the ship. Okay, now previously throughout all of One Piece, it's just whoever is nearby steers the ship. I believe everybody at some point has steered the ship. We've seen Chopper, Sanji, Usopp, Luffy, and Zoro. They've all been the helmsman at some point in time. They just listen to Nami's lead. But now Jinbe has the actual title of helmsman on the crew. So if it's his responsibility to steer the ship and he's losing his ability to swim, I think the best devil fruit that could benefit Jinbe is a devil fruit that gives him the ability to fly. And what other legendary devil fruit could he possess other than the Fua Fua no Mi? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the Fua Fua no Mi, it's a paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to levitate themselves and non-living things in the air. And this legendary devil fruit was consumed by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Shiki the Golden Lion. When I thought of this devil fruit, I was like, oh, it just has to be Jinbe. He can't swim, he has to fly. Now, Jinbe is already indispensable on the crew in and of itself, being that he's kind of like the old man guru of the crew, you know what I mean? So all of his vast wisdom and everything that he's experienced over his time as the captain of the Sun Pirates and as one of the warlords of the sea and things of that nature. And I had to think, what would Jinbe be able to do with this devil fruit as the helmsman of the crew? Well, this would essentially make the Straw Hats untouchable. Okay, think back to the Whole Cake Island arc where they were getting cornered by Oven and Smoothie when they were trying to escape Whole Cake Island, and they were becoming pinched by their ships. And in the Thousand Sunny was like almost unable to get out of that predicament because they were being boxed in. Well, if Jinbe had the Fua Fua no Mi, he could simply make Thousand Sunny float and they would just sail away through the air. And that could happen with any scenario. As far as we know, currently within Wano, there is no flying technology within the One Piece verse. Well, if you have the Fua Fua no Mi, you just simply fly. There are flying devil fruits, but I don't think they could reach the heights that the float fruit could. Now, we know Shiki the Lion is canon within the series. We knew that even before we found out everything with Zebek and the Rock Pirates. We already knew he was canon, and we knew that he escaped Impel Down. He's the only man to do that by himself, but we don't know where he is within the current story. Well, he has the Fua Fua no Mi, so he's probably in the clouds somewhere. That's the most logical answer. And even when you see him use it within the movie, it's like he doesn't have a limit to how heavy an object is that he can float. And it doesn't seem to have like any drawbacks. It's not like he gets fatigued when he's using his fruit or anything of that nature. So there's no saying how long he can stay in the air before he has to come back down to, say, give his devil fruit a rest. The same would apply for Jinbe if he was using that devil fruit to float the crew and the ship away. As long as there's not a storm, he should be fine within the air. Now about his current bounty. Jinbe's bounty, as it stands now, he would technically have the second highest bounty. No, I mean, he technically does. As of where we are now in the Wano series, because we know he's a part of the crew, Luffy has the highest bounty as the captain at, 1.5 billion. And Jinbe technically has the second highest bounty at 438 million berries. Alright, the second closest after that would be Sanji at 330 million. Then, of course, Zoro at 320 million. Then you have Usopp at 200 million. And then you get down to the other people, and it doesn't really matter at that point. But Jinbe technically has the second highest bounty on the crew. Now, the bounty that I would give Jinbe would actually be very substantial, due to the fact that he has a legendary devil fruit. Like, this would be the equivalent if somebody other than Blackbeard had got their hands on the Guru no Mi. Okay, like any fodder pirate that got their hands on Whitebeard's devil fruit would instantly warrant a bounty of at least 1 billion, off rip. You could argue the same thing if someone got their hands on Big Mom's devil fruit or Kaido's devil fruit. You know what I mean? Like, once you have a superpower of that stature, their devil fruit is easily S-ranked devil fruit, and whoever possesses its bounty has to be at least 1 billion. You're talking about Jinbe, who sits at one. You're talking about Jinbe, whose bounty already sits at 438 million alone. He's easily the strongest master of Fishman karate. I think we've seen him do up to what, 10,000 brick fists, and then you add the Fuwa no Mi devil fruit on top of that, the devil fruit that Shiki the Lion possessed, the Shiki the Lion that went up against Whitebeard and Goldie Rogers. Okay, that Shiki the Lion. Yeah, the bounty that I would give to Jinbe, given everything that he's done within the series, and given the fact if he had Shiki the Lion's float fruit, I'd have to give him a bounty. 1 billion, 8 million berries. Yeah, I think given everything that we've seen Jinbe do, and with his whole resisting Big Mom's soul fruit that we saw in Whole Kick Island, and him going toe to toe with Big Mom after the fact, assuming he's not captured, and factoring in the fact that he has one of the legendary devil fruits that was possessed by Shiki the Lion, one of the superpowers at the time within the story. Yeah, he has to warrant that bounty. With him not being within Wano, his bounty is still the second highest on the crew alone. Right, that could change with Zoro being in Wano and, you know, Sanji being in Wano. I mean, at this point, I mean, honestly, I feel like after Wano, everybody's bounty is gonna go up, because it's the first time that we've seen the entire Straw Hat Pirate crew together in a very long time. So it's probably gonna be one of those situations where everybody's bounty goes up. But I could be wrong, because the military is not gonna get involved. So if there's no one there to document it, it doesn't matter what they do in Wano. I mean, the word could technically spread, but there's no guarantee. But I'm not going to sit here and draw this video out any longer than what it is. If you made it to the end, thank you for rocking with me. Go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button if you are new. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. Leave in the comment section what devil fruit you would give Jinbe, and what you would place his new bounty at if you factored in everything that we've seen from Jinbe. And with whatever devil fruit that you're talking about within the crew. Share the video, like the video, comment on the video, all that fancy stuff. And like always, keep it safe and rapid tight. I'm out.
this look easy.